The German initiative to strengthen the air defense system in Ukraine has already received support from several European countries. Germany is negotiating with Denmark and the Netherlands. It is known that Amsterdam will send €150 million in support of the German initiative. The Dutch Ministry of Defense will also purchase short-range air defense systems with €60 million to combat drones.
We're doing a lot, but I think what we can focus on even more is speeding up the deliveries. So on the Czech initiative, we're part of it, the Estonian initiative, we're part of it, the immediate action initiative of the Germans. We're doing everything, providing the financing, but also helping in speeding up the actual delivery because it's needed today and not tomorrow.
Germany, for its part, took the initiative and made another Patriot system available. We urgently call for the same to be done within the framework of the G7 and the NATO Ukraine Council. We encourage everyone to double-check their stockpiles and see that Ukrainian air defense support can be expanded. Every additional air defense system saves lives in Ukraine. That's why it's so important that we all pool our resources in this area.
Norway is also ready to help strengthen the defense of the Ukrainian sky. After a meeting with Ursula von der Leyen and Olaf Scholz, the country's prime minister announced support for the German initiative. According to Jonas Gahr's story, manufacturing new air defense systems will require a lot of money and time. Therefore, supplies will most likely be from their own stocks.
We have very little time for delays, so Norway will be involved in the financing. There are several other countries that contribute to that because there are anti-aircraft defenses that can get into Ukraine quite quickly, and they have been working on that intensively in the last few days and weeks. Every morning the news reports about Russian missiles and drones that have hit civilian buildings, power plants and killed a lot of people. It is expensive, but preserving peace and freedom costs money. Those who pay the highest price are Ukraine and Ukrainians. Jonas Gahr, Prime Minister of Norway, in an interview with TV2 channel.
Strengthening Ukrainian air defense was also discussed at the level of NATO countries, said Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg following a meeting of the Ukraine NATO Council.
NATO defense ministers have agreed to step up and provide further military support, including more air defense. NATO has mapped out existing capabilities across the alliance, and there are systems that can be made available to Ukraine. So expect new announcements on air defense capabilities for Ukraine soon. In addition to Patriots, there are other weapons that allies can provide, including SAM-Ts.
In addition to the supply of air defense systems, other needs of the Ukrainian army are on the agenda, said Jens Stoltenberg. According to the Secretary General of the Alliance, a number of NATO member countries have announced their readiness to supply Kiev with 155 caliber artillery shells, drones and high-precision long-range weapons. Details of new supplies will be announced by the governments later. Reported by Diana Kolesnik, Larisa Zubenko, UATV News.